Like this game, for instance. Time for Ming Li's rapid deconstruction. How many times will it take? Oh, there it goes. Sick. So yeah, I just did that so that this is a much, like, breaking in this way is so much shorter now to the entrance. Also, I get to fight whatever's in this vault, kind of like on my own terms, instead of... I guess most of the stuff actually already cleared out of the vault, so that explains why there was so much stuff at the beginning. I don't have any 10 plus hours a day it's a lot of game time. I can't game that much. I would get bored, really, is the thing. I don't play games all that much. I don't have a res pot. I don't really like dropping it, but yeah, we're really running into... This is the problem with Gnoll, is that you get this kind of paralysis of like stuff. We're gonna drop that. Gotta be able to carry chunks of flesh. Okay, so we map every level. I'm on, this is game 8 of a potentially 8 game streak, so sorry if this gameplay is a little bit boring, but... oh, amnesia. We want to amnesia. Man, I have confuse. I have confuse with really good spell power. I should remember that. Oh, if it isn't Cheapicus. The Moony Master. Wow, he's switched. What happened to the mummy dream? I see. Yep. I won a Tengu Air Elementalist a long time ago, back in 2014, but my last... was it literally my last game? Yep. You want to see a Tengu of Ve? That's, I think you caught part of that stream. That's a pretty typical one. That one went for Firestorm, which is a common thing people do with characters like that. Pretty typical. I didn't have a Ve win for a long time actually, but PC. Take these tele scrolls. This is more than we need, but so this is a pretty open level. This is a somewhat dangerous level. You got to be careful of one like this. It's not too many enemies so far. Yeah, you want a buckler is what you want, Cheapicus. It might be okay to upgrade to a regular shield, but don't mess with anything larger than that. Really typical, if you're playing like literally Tengu Air Elementals, I probably would just do it a Vehement. If you people seem to prefer Vehement. I like Sif for always having MP. But Vehement makes some things quite convenient. For Air Elementalists, well, a little bit less so because you don't really use range spells quite as much. I mean, he extends the range of like Lightning Bolt, but yeah, I mean, even 15 shields is totally optional. You can just use a buckler. What they're all about is like destroying things. However, I will say that Tengu is probably going to go for like Tornado, and it would be nice to have a Tengu who can do some melee and survive in melee. I would probably still be in like a robe though. Robe of Arc Magic would kind of be cool, but a robe of resistance is handy. You can go full on and go for something like Dragon Scales, like what I'm doing. Something that's not too heavy so that you can cast... I mean, even Dragon Scales, honestly, it's going to be really tough to cast Tornado probably, but You could probably manage it, I guess. You need to get the strength for it, but you can see I've got a lot of strength. Yeah, one-handers though, I would say for your guy. Look for one-handers. It's fine to use that in the short term, but for that kind of character, I strongly want a shield. Not that you have to, but it makes your life easier. Yeah, large shield is really kind of a mistake. With that, you can't really cast any spells, and that's part of you're losing all the strength of the background. And it's billions of XP to get it to where you can use that shield. I would just, I would actually, if that's the only shield you have, I would actually forego using it, but look to pick up a buckler or a medium shield as soon as you can. Right, that's what it's all about with this game and winning it, is like efficiently allocating your XP. Well, this is an interesting layout that we've got going on here. So yeah, I went down the closest stairs. What we got over here? Oh, fun. Well, these are pretty bad stairs. Going upstairs like this, by the way, is a little dangerous. Like, there was a shifter there. He can blink you off, although I have... Isn't it really? I thought it was 21 for some reason. Yeah, it is 25, that's right, yeah. That's why you just don't want to, like, I mean, it's great defenses, but it's just not worth the XP. What you do is you train a lot of dodging. That's the way I like to play that character. And you have great dodging apt, you have a natural EV boost, and then you get what AC you can, and you get what SH you can. But you're pretty dodging centric. And if you want later, you could get some modest armor, probably not anything heavier than what I've got here, would be good, because it's just super hard to cast level 9 spells. You will have excellent int, probably, and you will get to like 20 plus air pretty quickly, so something like that is okay. For Tengu. Other species have to make the calculation a little bit differently. For starting skills, what I like is it depends on when you say going for, if you mean like at some point or do you mean at the start of the game. I definitely don't like training all those skills at the start of the game. Thank you for the follow, Pinochet. Hello, Ride. Somebody? Oh, okay. Oh, I just took some damage, I guess. Go. I want to get rid of Moth of Wrath because you ignore those and then they start berserking things and you're having a bad time. Yeah, for starting skills, I train nothing but damage at first. So it'd be Conj and Air. And then once you get to like, you know, in the neighborhood of 6 to 8, so that all of the spells in your starting book are castable, switch to dodging and look to get a bunch of dodging. Oh hey, Pinochet. 2 weeks straight. Can't get the 3rd rune. Well, it's pretty good progress. Getting to 2 runes. Yeah, the 3rd rune can be a little bit tricky for people, even though their character is like pretty strong. I don't know if you saw, I just did slime just now. Didn't do it like the absolute best, but it was fine. We'll use some. They flame clouded me, but. He just killed his ghost. Did I not recognize that name? Frogmouth bird. Yeah, V5 is, I mean, it's a great level in a lot of ways. Yeah, I didn't think that was his name. I did kill somebody's Slime 5 ghost for sure. It was a demon spawn gladiator of formerly of Okawaru. The deceased was formerly of Okawaru. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Abyss is, well, there's a couple of factors. People aren't very good at doing Abyss. That's one factor. Just objectively, like how dangerous the branch is, it can throw things at you that are basically more dangerous than even stuff on V5. Certainly as dangerous, at random. And as you get into the rune vaults, it can throw like extended branch monsters at you and stuff like that. The thing is, Abyss is more like just sort of time consuming than actually difficult. If you play it correctly, it's really not too bad at all, and it's just the variance of it is high. I think how easy the Abyss is for you is, of course, really strongly on your experience level as a player. Chaos Knight of Zom. Yep, I won one of those, I guess it was a fairly long time ago now. Purple Drac Knight, up we go. I think the last one was that Draconian Chaos Knight that I won, and that was quite some time ago. It's like a 0-18 tournament or something like that. Oh yeah, that's not, I mean, I tend to have like teleport stacks that look like this, so it's not an issue for me. I mean, I'm not scared of doing, like, this character would be fine to do the Abyss. It's just, the problem with the Abyss is you even if you're good at doing it, you don't know how long it's gonna take. It can take like very little time, it can take annoyingly long, it just sort of depends. Guess we're gonna try, oh, okay, well, we just did that. Of course he's gonna wander off now. There we go. Yeah, so I just went invis so he doesn't see me and doesn't Abyss is a pain if you like Quaz. That is true. That is very true. I am not a huge Quaz player in terms of being a fan. I've won the God a few times, but first version and couldn't hit the next version until you won a game. That sounds kind of really long, Aaron. Do you realize there's been a lot of versions? There's been 21 exactly. I did want to do like a followers. I was going to do it for 500, but I sort of skipped on it. So I guess it's technically 600, where I played some Lindley Crawl and maybe some 4.1. Yeah, what Elmonk said. It's Quaz makes every level, every branch, every level. We want we don't want it. We don't want them back. Do we want them back, Hellmonk? Do you and I want them back? I'm gonna guess he's gonna say he doesn't. There might be a change coming in terms of like another way to help play mutation roulette. Oh hey, I still have this. Guess I should rest. Oh, look at this. I have to do an acquire poll. Does that work? It does. Let me do a char dump. Not that it really matters, but that's the character. Yeah, 4.1. I would have to play it to learn it a little bit. Oh, so I gotta put this back on, don't I? Yeah, it seems hard, but like a lot of things in this game, Jeepicus, it's really it's like learning curve. They're actually really straightforward characters. Because he was doing the Shining One in Trog, but some people do Rue. I wouldn't actually connect those statements to those rune dungeons being difficult. Like if you do a hill orc of Trog, rune branches are actually really easy. But again, it depends on your skill level with the game. It just depends on how comfortable you are playing like melee characters like that. You've been playing a lot of spellcasters, so melee characters will be comparatively easy for you because there's less stuff. Now 4.1 is an unreleased alpha of Lindley Crawl basically stopped development at 4.0, and the next big branch that the current maintainer of Lindley Crawl, Brent Ross, was working on was 4.1, where he rewrote a ton of stuff, and he made the game incredibly difficult. And this took a long time, and eventually he just kind of stopped working on it. So the dev who basically founded DCSS, Darshan Shaligram, and enlisted the help of somebody else. I think he goes, was it Eric Piper? His first name Eric, but Darshan was the main programmer who had done things like auto travel, the stash, Control F, and all sorts of other good stuff. And he took some of the code that was reformed, refactored, and made a bunch of changes himself, and made DCSS 0.1 based on a mix of Lindley Crawl, basically Lindley Crawl for the balance and the gameplay, and then 4.1 for some of the code. Oh yeah, I remember you asking about that. And I could not find a 4.1 Windows binary. I could probably compile it, but I would have to sit down and do it. It would be kind of interesting, actually. And you should know that it's console only. There's no graphical tiles for that. Tiles was introduced, I think, in like DCSS 0.6. So Lindley Crawl never had any form of tiles. DCSS only had it in 0.6, and web tiles wasn't around until I think 0.9. '17. Well, I've been rambling a lot. This is a pretty good path. Sot was pretty low key, really. Not much to say about it. Oh yeah, so how am I going to kill Orbs of Fire? Ancient Liches are no problem. I've got, man. I should have thought about that. Well, I guess I can make a bunch of corpses and use Simulacrum. That's probably going to work out pretty well, along with just melee. Yeah, that'll work. Hey, it's Nope. What's the emote I have for? Oh, here it is. I guess I have a few. Let's see, what is this one? Not getting Mana Viper. Mana Viper's good. That's true. I have another one too. Apparently, or it's completing one. Oh, there we go. No less than 2 nope emotes. Very little food. He made eggs. Oh yeah, I remember the famous nope lemon chicken. I remember that dish. Yeah. There is Mana Viper. I have it, don't I? Is it in the library? Not a bad call, really. I mean, I can mix that in as much as I want. Look at that. There we go. Now Hellmonk is happy. But yeah, I need to use... I will also use Simulacrum probably, and just get a bunch of friends and... AF Cold, even with resisted 1 level, is pretty good. Oh yeah, acquirement. I didn't even check the poll. Probably nobody voted. Let me check that out really quick. Or I guess I can... Poll results. Okay. Book 1, Evoke 3. Oh yeah, Food 3, very funny. You're a bunch of funny guys. Spirit Shield. Why is that bold? I've got Wukod Mu, Dynast. I've got Magic Pots, I've got Wukod Mu. What am I worried about that? I can like tab Orbs of Fire really if I wanted to. Yeah, this is a fun game. Well, we're not acquiring food. But food did get tied with Evo. Actually, I think I want to acquire... gold, don't I? So I can buy Iron Shot, right? I mean, that's a fun spell, isn't it? So, yet again, the classic Gamma-Funk move of ignoring the poll results. And look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it wasn't the best roll, but Iron Shot is the opposite of fun. Not huge Iron Shot fans in chat. How can you not like the famous Book of Earth? Oh, crap. Oh, did I just bamboozle myself? Oh, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. That is very unacceptable. Oh, that is not my fault. How did you do it? Son of a bitch. God damn it. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. What I wish is that I had the Dev RNG so that I got Amnesia Scrolls like I should. What I wish. I wish I hadn't memorized Mana Viper. That's what I wish. Man, that was unfair. I was robbed. Let it be known that I was robbed. I did. I fell for the trap. Oh, just go summons. Go summons when you have 15 Earth, 15 Conj, Staff of Earth, and Brilliance potions. He's just going in the orb chamber. Come on, Dev RNG. Well, I mean, Mana Vipers are really good. You need them to cooperate and basically. Oh, well, that was flavorful. You need them to kind of cooperate and actually hit the orb of fire. Iron Shot is just extremely convenient and predictable. I don't have to fuss around with it. Both are really good spells. I mean, I've got 26 int and all these enhancers, so I'll do really good damage versus Orb of Fire, faster than I would do with a Demon Trident. So, but it'll be fine. I mean, I do have the best like derived undead spell for just doing damage, and I have Mana Vipers, so it's really not much of an issue. I wanted to have a nice thing. Devs didn't let me have a nice thing. Well, I don't care about range. I don't care. I'm not using it for range. I don't need range. I just need it for damage. Trust me, if you get a good spell power, it will kill orbs of fire very well. Although, you can smell the orb. The orb smells fear. Thank you. Stealth. You want me to shout, don't you? Q, my favorite skill. Be clear, I like stealth on some characters, I just don't like it generically on like characters like this who... I mean, it is handy in a bunch of ways actually, even for a character like this. It's just sort of annoying because of this crap. It's like, I'm trying to hit you. And shouting is actually pretty bad because so I really it feels like the enemy count is really light. Just give me the orb, just give me it. Yeah, I am dancing around so much. It's because these stupid monsters aren't... Oh wow, macabre finger necklace. The ugly dangling finger on a string. It would look better with a ring on it. Your classic puppy move. The Pubby Unrand. It's funny how people don't know who Pubby is, but Pubby is the one who made some weird things in this game. Not a dev, but a contributor. He made Formicids, aka Dwance, and he made that Unrand. So what am I probably should just go ahead and deliver some corpses at this point. What is... I could do Kiku Zombie Apport, but I'm not going to be audacious about it. Yeah, Nope knows. He knows about Pubby. Nope remembers when I raced Pubby in Felix. He might remember that too. And won. And in Golden Axe. Although he beat me in Castlevania because I'm not good at that game.